How's it going, guys? I'm Graf, and today on the Untrained Ear, we are going to be covering Magic Alive by McKinley Dixon. So, Magic Alive is the fifth studio album from American rapper and singer McKinley Dixon. As a vocalist and a rapper, it's important to note that McKinley has the ability to inflect and utilize his vocalism like the absolute best and tippy top of the industry. When you mix that with the production that this piece touts, you get a very potent combination. This album absolutely seizes your attention right from the start and forces you basically to raise your arms like you're in a bank heist. And this doesn't let up basically all the way through until the end. The lyricism on this album is also cutting and well thought out. It is absolutely a breath of fresh air when compared to another artist who will leave for the time being nameless, who dropped this week as well in the rap genre. I also wanted to note that the saxophone is used throughout this album, and it would seem that the sax is, as always, just absolutely a ticket to my heart. It is completely tasteful and only serves to enhance every track that it's employed on, which is virtually all of them. In terms of tracks to tout, this album is certainly not lacking in that, Sugar Water being one of the earliest and by far most important to note. This is more of a mainstream banger type track. The saxophone in this piece is smooth and intoxicating. McKinley has an absolutely engaging flow, and his masterful use of inflection, particularly in this piece, is very reminiscent of Kendrick Lamar, of Jid, both in their best form. I think that this track just really soars from beginning to end. So with Crooked Stick, this one comes across more as an underground rap track. It's very jazzy between the literal like saxophone jazz that it has going on throughout the track to the forays of piano arpeggios, the rampaging drums, and the scratching 90s style DJ track noises. McKinley seamlessly eases himself into this style as well, which really begs the question at the end of this track, and of course many others across the album, is there any style that this rapper can't pull off? I mean, when you have the 1-2 punch of this and Sugar Water right at the onset of the album, they're two very different sounding rap styles. And to be able to go from more of a mainstream slammer into an underground banger and pull off those sounds not only seamlessly, but arrange them and produce them one after another, back to back, is immensely impressive in and of itself. So, off to a rampaging start with this. Okay, so with Recitative, this is one of my favorite tracks so far this year. Just an absolute banger. The sonic switch up in the middle of this piece is absolutely badass. You get a very tamed down kind of lo-fi sound to start off the track in the production. This erupts into this underground slammer with grooving bass, slamming snares, and crashing cymbals. Of course, the bars being dropped by McKinley are expertly woven and nothing short of beyond professional, as is just completely expected by this point. It's completely seamless. This experimental piece just left me completely amazed. And this track is just phenomenal. In Magic Alive, the horns are really well mixed into the track that they give it this very jazzy zest. The pacing on this track is super invigorating, and this all serves to enhance the lyrical message, which is a message of basically erupting from squalor and coming up in the world. It was a very invigorating track that really serves to just enhance the diversity of the album, and I think just as another super well produced, exciting piece on the album. I mean, with this piece, I just felt like it was the nail in the coffin to anyone who was going to try and come in with any kind of like negative take on this album. Like at some point you just have to like hang your coat up and give up, trying to like be oppositional against this one. Like as you go all the way through and look at the diverse employment of instrumentation, sonic direction, production, lyricism, through and through. This project, from all accounts, is just masterful and progressive and experimental and inventive and innovative. And I just would have a hard time seeing how anyone could come into this and expect to leave with any kind of super harsh or critical stance, because truly, from front to back, this project is nothing short of professional. I would hate to see anyone think that they could uh, make a take that any of the other like mainstream projects that were released this week. And of course, this is a dig at Lil Wayne, but I'll be bold enough as to say that even the Sims project that came out, Lotus, I think that this probably outperforms that as well. And I like Little Sims a lot. That video is going to be coming as well this week. However, um, there's a degree of separation, I think, in the lyricism and certainly in the direction of production between the two. I think McKinley Dixon, the degree of professionalism employed with the instrumentation and the production effort and the vision that went into a lot of these tracks, yeah, I think that um, it's just a step higher. And that's why when I think about the baseless rating for this project, I'm going to go with a tantalizing 10. Sorry, not sorry.